Hey guys, Corey Arnold here at Toyota Visa, out here on the lot with a brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma, brand new body style. As a matter of fact, this is probably only about, let's see, this may be the fifth one that we've actually gotten in. Of course, we've sold all the ones that have come so far. This particular one is available for you to come out and drive. Guys, I know that you haven't had a chance to drive this truck. Come to Toyota Visa, drive this truck, take it home. And here is the best part. This is a 6-speed manual transmission in the SR trim level. You heard me right. 6-speed manual transmission, SR 2024 Toyota Tacoma. Guys, let's walk around this truck. Now, I thought the SR was going to kind of be a base model. This thing is actually loaded out. I got to tell you, it's got a ton of stuff that I didn't think would be on the SR. So what we want to do is talk about maybe what's added to this particular one and there. All right, so number one, front and rear parking sonar. I wouldn't think of an SR base model truck with that as an option. This is fantastic. Anytime you get close to something in the front, it's going to give you a audible alert inside your vehicle, as well as a visual alert so you can see how close you're getting. Around the side, I thought that all of the SRs just had the steel wheel, but as you can see, this is a 16-inch, excuse me, I almost said that wrong, a 17-inch alloy wheel that's actually on this particular model. Now, I do know that some of the SR models do just have the steel wheel, but not this particular one. Again, this one probably, because I got to dive into it, but probably maybe because it's a manual transmission or maybe a package that we've got. So we'll continue to check that. Running boards that we've got, these are new. Look where it's got Tacoma written on the side right there. So that's a new accessory from Toyota. Factory running board with Tacoma there. I don't know if you can see that in the reflections right there. And look at this, all right? So, and they know that you're planning on adding a lot of stuff to this vehicle. Look at what we got. We got a lot of blanks here for you to actually put things. Don't let that irritate you. What it's trying to do is help out when you want to put KC lights and different things like that. But watch this, so you don't have to go drilling or anything like that. It actually has got a little port there, so you can actually go in through here and actually fit right there on the side. Now, of course, that's still actually, you know, you've got to go into that. But the idea is that when you put this cover back on, you can't even see what's actually back there. All right, so just a nice option right there. Let me pop that back in real quick. Every time I put one of these back on, I put it on wrong. Oh, I got it right that time. I can't believe it. All right, so power lumbar support. So nice option right there. You can see that coming out right there. And again, this is an SR truck, so kind of neat that it's actually got that as well. Manual transmission, okay? So this actually is stays in two-wheel drive. If you're doing 60 miles an hour or less, you go into what we call high four-wheel drive, and of course low four-wheel drive. And there it is right there, 6-speed manual transmission on this vehicle. I thought it would be a long time before we got one of these. I'm so glad we're less than 10 trucks into this, and we've already had one. Just absolutely fantastic that we got there. Guys, I'm going to say this on camera, okay? If you currently have a Toyota Tacoma, by the way, the Toyota Tacoma has been the #1 best-selling mid-size truck in this country, probably going towards 16 years. All right, it sits better than your truck. It sits better than your truck, and it drives better than your truck. A couple of us guys were talking. I've been here now for 27 years. One of the other guys inside has been with Toyota for over 20 years as well. First thing he said, and I said, it drives better than the outgoing truck. You got to come and drive this truck. It drives better than yours. And of course, you know, you got to come and actually judge that for yourself. In the back here, let's let you check it out. Room in the back. Now, if you got a ton of room that you need in the back of this vehicle, then of course the Tundra is for you. But to me, that is ample room. That seat is all the way back, so that's still good room behind this with that seat being all the way back. Now, of course, if the driver were a little more vertically challenged, then of course you're going to get more room in the back here. Now, watch this up on the side. Now, in the last truck, this would actually kind of stay up there by itself. But here, it's got a little strap for you to actually pop in there and just kind of button it in. And that is what actually holds it right there. Tons of room that we've got. I like that. That looks about like what the Tundras look like that we got there. So obviously we got, oh, and look at that. We got a little sound shielding in there. You know, these have a tendency, if you got something in, to make a little noise rattling around. So they've got a little noise dampener inside there. Kind of a nice option right there in the back. All right. So this one has got the 5-foot bed in the back there. Now, some of the trim levels, not this particular trim level, but you can get the 6-foot bed, but this particular one has the 5-foot bed. I like the beefier fender flares. Look at that, the body lines in that right there. It's a good-looking truck that we've got there. Also, rear. We talked about front and rear sonar, but the parking sonar right there in the back. Nice option, especially at this SR grade. By the way, guys, when you see this, okay, all right, hitch is already there. By the way, this is scheduled to tow 5,000 pounds. That's what it actually tow. All right, these are high jack mounts, okay? So every time I see that on video, a lot of people ask, but the idea, high jack mount. So in case you don't want the little small mount that actually, a jack that comes with the truck, you want to get yourself a higher jack. That's what it is, a high jack mount that we've got right there. All right, now this one doesn't have, some of these have the power lift gate on the back. Now this being an SR model, we don't have that that we got there, but it does. Ooh, you know what? Doesn't have the dampener. That was actually a lot. I expected the dampener to actually hold it from coming. Oh man, that tailgate is ultra light though. So it doesn't have the damper, but I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't need it, all right? It's because now, again, look at that one finger right there, closing it. That tailgate is extremely light, so obviously that's why they did away with the actual dampener on the inside of that vehicle, all right? Brand new 2024 Toyota Tacoma. Again, the SR 6-speed manual transmission available for you to take around the block today that we've got there. I know that you say you want a 6-cylinder. No, you don't, all right? Come and drive this. This has more power. The outgoing 6-cylinder only had 265 foot-pounds of torque. This has 310, 317 if it were an automatic in the SR5 and above. But in the manual transmission, no matter where you get it, you're going to get 300 foot-pounds of torque. Come drive it. It feels fantastic. See you soon, guys.